Hey everyone, it's Sean with Bay Area Nerf again. I wanted to talk about something that I've been experimenting with a little bit lately. A big part of our Nerf wars here in the Bay Area for Burn is game design. And I just want to share with you guys something that's been working really well for us lately. Time. Now you're probably thinking, Sean, what are you talking about time? Time is an amazing resource to use when designing games. Usually the most common game we see in a lot of Nerf wars is going to be capture the flag, just because everyone knows the rules. It's simple, straightforward. You have a flag, send it over to another base, you cap it, you're done. Bada bing, bada boom, works great, right? It's super fun. I don't disagree, but everyone does it, so I want to be creative. Josh and I look at our games and think, how can we modify these to be more interesting, more dynamic, stuff that people haven't seen before? I've been playing around with the concept of time, so I'm just going to kind of list some thoughts about what I think so far about utilizing it. So when I say time, what do I mean? There's a couple different ways I've been utilizing time in our games. First off, there's obviously time limit. Rounds can be 15 minutes, 30 minutes. This is common. This is something everyone knows about. What I'm talking about is using timers to keep score. So what that means is you can get timers that count upwards to keep score. Obviously counting downwards works too, just more math is involved. So what I mean is, for example, a game mode like King of the Hill that we've had a lot of success with. What you have to do is we have 3 chairs set up around our playing field that have 2 timers on each chair. A red timer and a blue timer, so you kind of know which team you're supposed to be getting points for. What you want to do is run over to the chair, hit a button, and it starts your timer, and as time counts up, each second is a point. So you want to see who ends up with the most points at the end of the game. Another team comes in, they can stop your timer, start their timer, and now they're accumulating points. This has worked really well. It has been very popular, it's been very easy, straightforward. The only problem we've been running into is timers are a little bit confusing to people. My timers have 3 buttons on them. Minute, second, start, stop. All the players have to do is hit the start, stop button. Even that can be a little bit confusing. And by all means, I'm not saying our players are stupid. They are super smart, super intelligent people. We have people who work for Google, NASA, who are managers in big companies, who obviously are very intelligent adults, but in the midst of battle, it can get a little chaotic and hard to hit one button. So I completely understand that. Using time to actually rake up points and keep track of who's winning and who's losing works fabulous. It is a tool that removes ambiguity of who is holding a point longer, who has the most points at the end, where a capture zone is. At the end of a game, you hit stop on both timers, whoever has the most time at the end wins. And I've just been loving this idea. It's worked really well for King of the Hill. Josh actually sent me a video of a group playing in a church, and they had timers at each point and basically did what I described, and I was super impressed and went out and bought nice timers to do this with. I'm thinking of expanding the idea out to other types of timers. There is a cube timer that is done by, I can't remember the company name, I'll link them in the description below, but it's a cube timer where it's different colors on each face, and as you flip it, whatever color is facing up, that's the timer that counts up. They're $50, really cool, really like it, makes it kind of foolproof for people to go in and just say, I'm red team, red face up so I get points. What I'd like to do is see time incorporated into other game modes as well. Capture flag is kind of already set. We already know how that works. King of the Hill has been working great with it. King of the Hill, by the way, also goes by Domination in Call of Duty. So if more of you are familiar with that game, that's what I'm talking about. Other game modes we use is Plant the Bomb. Basically, we have a timer at each base. We have a prop bomb. It looks like dynamite. Let me make that clear. It does not look like real explosive C4. It looks like cartoon dynamite. So hopefully no one calls the bomb squad on us. I really would like not to explain that to a bunch of players that we had to stop because the cops thought we were the Unabomber. We have 2 points with a timer at each point. The goal is to drop off the bomb, the prop, it can be whatever prop you want, on a point, start a timer, and it counts down. When that timer hits 0, the game is over and that team loses. But the timer can only be going when the prop is at the location. So once again, it removes ambiguity because you kind of know how long something is there, how long it's not been there. What I like about scenarios where you have to get to a location and be in that location for a while and hold it, you're trying to get the dynamite from wherever it is on the field, run it to the opposing team's base, plant it, and then hold that location for as long as you can. If you get shot with the bomb and have to drop it while you're getting there, the other team now has the bomb and it puts them in a good position to start charging back. It's very dynamic, and time is the only keeper at each base keeping track of who's winning and who's losing. So it makes it very simple. The bomb can be doing whatever it needs to do in the meantime. The timers are taking care of the rest. Same with King of the Hill. If you're defending, you don't have to keep track of who's in what zone. The way you win is hit that button. No matter what it takes, you get up and hit that button. Time is a great element that I just wanted to share with you guys. These are two game types that we've come up with so far, but we're definitely brainstorming more modes that we can incorporate time as a scoring factor. So I want to hear your ideas out there. What games do you use that might involve a clock, a timer, to see how people are ranking against each other? Do you use another method instead of timers? Do you use sand to like flip, flip, flip? Kind of old school, but same principle. What games have worked really well for you using unconventional means to complete them? Feel free to let me know in the comments below the video. Also, feel free to go to bayareanerf.com. Send us a message. We'll read it. We'll talk about it. We'll cover it in another video. But reach out to me. How has time worked for you? What elements of game design have worked for you? I would love to hear them and share them on the show. Until then, this is Sean with Bay Area Nerf. Happy tagging!